Hi, I'm Gary Sturgis, the creator and founder of Surviving Grief and the author of Surviving, Finding a Way from Grief to Healing. I lost my spouse on January 24th, 2014, after a courageous battle with stage 4 metastatic melanoma, which is just a fancy way of saying really bad cancer. It was then that I began to really understand what it means to have loved so deeply and to have lost so tragically. The grief journey I began continues to this day, but I found the key to my survival was to find my way from grief to healing. It was this loss and process that have ultimately changed me as a person, a change I didn't want or expect, but that brought me to a better understanding of love, empathy, and compassion. It was always my belief that tragedy and heartache happened to other people. They were only images on the nightly news. I watched with interest, felt compassion for the victims, and moved on with my life. I never stopped to think about what the aftermath of such tragedy could consist of and how it would affect those involved. The reality of this life is that people die. They die every day. When my spouse died, life stopped and changed. The unfairness in the world hit too close to home. It was a direct hit to my own soul. I have no regrets about any of our years together. In fact, they were some of the best years of my life. I feel fortunate to be so blessed to have loved someone that I now miss so intensely. I can't imagine my life not being touched by such kindness and compassion. I was given the gift of being loved unconditionally, and that's a gift I'll keep in my heart forever. If you're watching this video, you most likely have suffered a loss of your own. For that, I'm truly sorry. I don't have a cure for grief, but I have learned many important aspects about surviving a major loss. They're based on my own loss and my work as a grief specialist, coach, and bereavement group facilitator. You may have heard about the different stages of grief, but my journey from grief to healing was in four parts that I share with you in my book, Surviving. The four parts of my journey were the loss, the pain, the difference, and the healing. These were my own personal stages. In the beginning was the loss of the person I loved. From there, I moved into the pain, to navigating a world that was different, and eventually to healing. The pain is ever present, but life goes on and is still worth living. Through my own grief experience and that of others, I've found that life still has joy, happiness, and peace. If you're struggling with the loss of a loved one and would like to read more about how I found my way from a place of pain to a place of peace, I think my book, Surviving, will be a beneficial resource for you on your own personal grief journey. You can order a copy of Surviving, Finding a Way from Grief to Healing on Amazon, Barnes& and Noble, or any other online bookseller. You can also purchase a copy of the paperback and ebook versions from booklocker.com and save 20% by using the discount code SAVE20 when you check out. My wish for you is that you find some peace and hope as you travel your own road of grief to a place of healing. If something I share with you in my book, Surviving, helps lead you to that direction, then I've achieved my goal. And remember, in this life we live, we're all just walking each other home.